And now we will start with our chapter 12, marketing channels. Producing a product or services and making it available to buyers require building relationship not only with customer but also with key suppliers and resellers in a company's supply chain. The supply chain consists of upstream and downstream partners. Upstream partners are firms that supply raw materials, component, parts, information, finance, and expertise needed to create a product or service. Downstream partners include the marketing channels or distribution channels that looks towards the customer, including retailers and wholesalers. The supply chain and demand chain viewpoint can be considered as limited, as supply chain emphasizes on input rather than the customer, and the demand chain requires step-by-step linear view of the purchase, production, consumption activities. So, companies often focus on developing a value delivery network. Value delivery network is composed of the companies, suppliers, distributors, and ultimately customers who partner with each other to improve the performance of the entire system. So, what is a marketing channel or a distribution channel? It is a set of interdependent organizations that helps make a product or service available for use or consumption by the consumer or business buyers. The members within a channel can add value by transforming the assortment of products into assortments wanted by consumers. They can also bridge the major time, place, and possession gaps that separate goods and services from users. The key functions of members of the marketing channels are information, promotion, contact, matching, negotiation. There are also other helps to fulfill the completed transaction, which are physical distribution, financing, and risk-taking. Knowing the functions of the channel's member, we will need to look at the numbers of channels level as well. A channels level is a layer of intermediaries that perform some work in bridging the products and its ownership closer to the final buyers. We have two types: the direct marketing channel, which is a marketing channel that has no intermediaries levels, and indirect marketing channels, which is a marketing channels containing one or more intermediaries level. Next up, let's move on with the channel behavior and organization. We will start off with channel conflict. Channel conflict refers to the disagreement among channel members over goals, roles, and awards. We have two types of conflict: horizontal conflict, which occur among firms at the same level of the channel, and vertical conflicts, which are conflicts between different levels of the same channel. For the channel as a whole to perform well, each channel member's role must be specified, and channel conflict must be managed. The channel will perform better if it includes a firm, agency, or mechanism that provides leadership and has the power to assign roles and manage conflict. In the past, the conventional distribution system consists of one or more independent producers, wholesalers, and retailers, each separate business seeking to maximize its own profit, perhaps even at the expense of profit for the system as a whole. But now, it has been developed into a vertical marketing system, VMS. The VMS provides channels leadership and consists of producers, wholesalers, retailers acting as a unified system. There are three kinds of VMS system: corporate marketing system, contractual marketing system, and administrative marketing system. Aside from the vertical marketing system, there is also a horizontal marketing system. A horizontal marketing system is a channel arrangement in which two or more companies at one level join together to follow a new marketing opportunity. By working together, companies can combine their financial, production, or marketing resources to accomplish more than any one company could alone. There is also a multi-channel distribution system, a distribution system in which a single firm set up two or more marketing channels to reach one or more customer segments. Changes in technology and the explosive growth of direct and online marketing are having a profound impact on the nature and design of marketing channels. One major trend is intermediation. This intermediation occurs when products or service producer cut out intermediaries and go directly to final buyers, or when radically new types of channel intermediaries displace traditional one. This intermediation presents both opportunities and problem for producer and sellers, with channels innovators having to find new ways to add values in the channel, and traditional intermediaries continuing to innovate to avoid being swept aside.
For of the struggle in designing marketing to a channel they don't through what's ideal and what's practical. Marketing channel design consists of analyzing customer needs, setting channel objective, identifying right channel alternative, and evaluating the alternative, analyzing consumer need. In order to design marketing channels successfully, it needs to begin with research about customer need. After knowing what is customer need, then evaluate which desire is more important to be met, because resource of a company have is limited. Setting channel objective. Company should set the objective in terms of target level of customer service. The company should carefully decide which segment to serve and the channel used to utilize in different situations, then find how to minimize the cost of meeting customer service requirements. Type of intermediaries is important to be identified, and most find many channel member chose to use member has its own benefit and drawbacks. Using many members may sabotage each other's sales. Number of marketing intermediaries must also be determined. There are three strategies are available: intensive distribution, exclusive distribution, and selective distribution. Intensive distribution is a strategy in which they stock their product in as many outlets as possible. Exclusive distribution is when the producer gives only limited amount of retailer to distribute its product. Selective distribution is a mix of those two. Responsibility of channel member. Most producer and distributor must agree on mutual terms between them so that there will be no conflict happen in the future, especially about mutual service and duty must be conferred for the franchise and exclusive distributor channel. Evaluating the major alternatives is needed. After identifying them, to choose the one that will best fit in the long run based on economic control and adaptability criteria. Designing international distribution channel. Each country has its unique distribution system, so producer must be flexible to fit with the current situation they are in. In some market, the distribution system is complex, competitive, and hard to penetrate. Distribution system in developing countries may be scattered in infection or altogether lacking. Sometimes local conditions can greatly influence how companies distribute product in a global market. Decision includes selecting, managing, motivating individual channel members, and evaluating their performance over time. Selecting channel member. Every producer has their own ability in attracting intermediaries. Some don't even have to worry about finding retailers, even have to refuse them, and there are also producers struggle doing so due to many reasons. Managing and motivating channel member. Producer must build a relationship with their distributor, convincing them to cooperate to bring better value to customer. Evaluating channel member need to be done regularly to have timely action cope with the current scenario of their distributor, and producer have to be sensitive with their channel partner needs because it can lead to legal problem. Public policy and distribution decision. Producer are free to select their dealer, but to terminate there are some restrictions, and they can not drop their dealer when they refuse to take part in exclusive dealing or tying agreement.
These are steps for channel design decisions. Analyzing customers' needs. The process of designing the marketing channel starts with finding out what the target customers want from the channel. Setting channel objectives. Companies should state their marketing channel objectives in terms of target levels of customer service. A company can identify several segments wanting different levels of services. The best company should decide which segments to serve and the best channels to use in each one case. Identify major alternatives. When company has identified its channel objectives, it should next identify its major channel alternatives in terms of types of intermediaries, the numbers of intermediaries, responsibilities of each channel members. Evaluating major alternatives. Suppose a company has identified several channels alternatives and want to select the one that will best satisfy its long-run objectives. Each alternative should be evaluated against economic control and adaptability criteria. Using the economic criteria, a company compares the likely scales, cost, and profitability of different channels alternatives. Designing international distributor channel. International marketers face many additional complexities in designing their channels. Each country has its own unique distribution systems that has evolved over time and changed very slowly. These channel systems can vary widely from country to country. Thus, Global marketers must usually adapt their channel strategies to existing structure within exact country.
Everyone, welcome to our chapter 30, retailing and wholesaling. So in the first part, I will mention about the role of retailer in distribution channel. Well, so in the entire distribution chain, a retailer is considered to be the final link who deal directly with the customer. Retailer provide a convenient way for a customer to purchase product at the point of sale. Through retail, business can target the customer directly, create a unique shopping experience, and build a customer relationships. Additionally, retail provide an enterprise with valuable data that can be used to inform the marketing decisions and strategy. So what we got here is the categorizations of type of retail store by the general format or style. The four primary retailer format or department stores, supermarket, specialty store, and online retailer. So the first one, specialty store. This is true to the name by carrying a deep assortment of brand, style, or model within a relatively narrow categories. Example include craft store, furniture store, garden center, sporting goods store, and bookstore. The next one, often found in mall, a department store is a retailer offering a wide range of customer goods in different area of a store. The department store have a reputation as being a little pricier than the big box store and selling a high-end brand such as Takashimaya, Vivo City, Crystal Mall, etc. Next one, we got the online retailing. So this is unquestionably a dominant force in the retail industry, but today it accounts for only a small percentage of total retail sale. A company like Amazon complete all or most of they sell online. And the last one, supermarket. Supermarket or large self-service store with the central checkout facility. They carry an extensive line of food item and often non-food product. Supermarkets' entire approach to the distributions of food and household cleaning and maintenance product is to offer the large assortment. These get at each store at a minimal price.
Hi. So we will now discuss about the second sections about the retailer marketing decisions. So retailers are facing challenges in attracting and retaining customers as their product assortment and services become more similar to those of their competitors. Additionally, customers may become more price sensitive and are less willing to pay more for the identical brands when serving differences or shrinkings. As a result, many retailers are rethinking about their marketing strategies to differentiate themselves and attract the customers. Segmentations, targeting, differentiation, and positioning decisions. So the success of retailers in attracting and holding customers depends on the defining and targeting their markets and on positioning themselves well within those markets. So retailers need to consider what their target shoppers want and what distinguishes them from the other retailers. Many retailers fail to do this effectively, but successful retailers like Trader Joe, Walmart, Bass Pro shops have established strong value propositions, and In-N-Out Burger is an example of a retailer that has achieved success by positioning themselves in a way away from the competitors like McDonald's and developing their own cult-like following. Product assortment and services decisions. So retailers can differentiate themselves from their competitors by focusing on three main variables: product assessment, services mix, and store-based atmosphere. Retailers can differentiate themselves by offering highly targeted product assortment or exclusive merchandise, providing unique experiences, and creating unique store experiencing through experiential retailing. Successful retailers can carefully orchestrate virtually every aspect of the consumer store experience, from the layout and the lighting to colors and scents. And retail stores are an environment to be experienced by the people who shop in them. And price decisions. So a retailer's price policy must fit in the target market positioning, product, and service assortment, the competitors, competitions, and economic factors as well. Retailers seek either high markups on lower volume or low markups on higher volume. So retailers must also decide the extent to which they will use the sales and other price promotions. Some retailers use no price promotions at all, while others practice everyday low pricing or low pricing. The choice of the pricing strategy depends on the retailer's overall marketing strategy, the pricing approaches of its competitors, and the economic environment. Finally, we have promotions decision. Retailers use various promotions tools on including advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, public relations, digital and social media marketing to reach the customer. They use advertising in various forms such as in newspaper, magazine, radio, and TV, and support it with newspaper inserts and catalogs. They also interact with customers digitally using websites, social media, social ads, apps, blogs, and email to each individual customer with targeted messages. Digital promotion let retailer distribute personalized versions of weekly circulars to loyalty program members. The effectiveness of a promotion tool depends on the retailer's marketing strategy and target audience. Place decisions. The success of a retailer is heavily dependent on the location, which should be accessible to the market, to the target market, and consistent with that retailer's positioning. Clustering of stores in common to increase the customer pulling power and convenience. These are different types of shopping centers, including regional malls, community shopping centers, strip malls, power centers, and lifestyle centers. In recent years, shopping centers may have faced hard time due to great recession and oversaturation in the market, but they are very rebounding by filling the empty spaces with broader range of retailers.
So now let's discuss about the major trends and development in retailing. First of all, target consumer spending. It is believed that to be successful, retailers need to choose their target segment carefully and position themselves strongly. Retailers operate in a very fast-changing environment which offers threats as well as opportunities. For example, after the pandemic of COVID-19, large retailers are slowing down or postponing their business expansion amid growing concerns over a downturn. Besides, there are also some businesses that benefit from the target consumer spending, like Costco. It scooped up new business from bargain-hungry shoppers. So the next trend is the new retail forms shortening retail life cycle and retail convergence. New retail forms are always emerging. One of the most recent blockbuster retailing trends is the advent of online retailing by both online-only and store retailers via websites, mobile apps, and social media. It means greater competition for retailers and greater difficulty in differentiating the product assortments of different types of retailers. The third trend is the rise of mega retailers, the rise of huge merchandiser and specialty superstore. The formation of vertical marketing system and the large retail mergers have created a core of superpower mega retailers. With their size and buying power, these giant retailers can offer better merchandise selection, good service, and strong price saving to the consumer. Next one, growth of direct online mobile and social media marketing. Although the development of technology gives them new channels for engaging and selling to customers, it also creates more competition from online-only retailers, especially showrooming. But rather than fighting it, retailers are now embracing it as a way to showcase their omni-channel strength. So that we have the need for omni-channel retailing. To meet the needs of these omni-channel buyers, store retailers must master omni-channel retailing, integrating store and online channel into a single shopper experience. Growing importance of retail technologies. As omni-channel shopping becomes a norm, retail technologies have become critically important as a competitive tool. Progressive retailers are using advanced information technology and software systems to have better performance to the customer and themselves. Green retailing. Today's retailers are increasingly adopting environmentally sustainable practices. They're greening up their stores and operations, promoting more environmentally responsible products, launching programs to help customers become more responsible, and working with channel partners to reduce their environmental impacts. The final trend is the global expansion of major retailers. International retailing presents challenges as well as opportunities. Retailers can face dramatically different retail environments when crossing countries, continents, and cultures. Simply adapting to the operation that worked well in the home country is not enough to recreate a success abroad. Instead, when going global, retailers must understand and meet the needs of the local markets. Moving to the last part, wholesaling. So wholesaling includes online activities in selling goods and services to those who are buying for the purpose of resale or business use. Wholesalers can fall into three groups: merchant wholesalers, brokers and agents, manufacturers and retailers branches and offices. Moving to the last part, wholesaling. So wholesaling includes all the activities involved in selling goods and services for those. Moving to the last part, wholesaling. So wholesaling includes all the activities involved in selling goods and services to those who are buying for the purpose of resale or business use. Wholesalers can fall into three groups: merchant wholesalers, brokers and agents, manufacturers and retailers branches and offices. Proactive wholesalers constantly watch for better ways to meet the changing needs of their suppliers and target customer. They recognize it, in the long run, the only reason for existence comes from adding value, which occurs by increasing the efficiency and effectiveness of the entire marketing channel. As with other types of marketers, the goal is to build value-adding customer relationship.